So guys, how did we end up playing together? I remember that even before starting this whole project, I was speaking to Nathan on the phone, and I was telling him about many ideas. We were talking about certain pieces that we would like to play together, and then we're thinking about who to play with. And then you mentioned that you played together at Prussia Cove, this festival in England, with the great William Coleman.
Yeah, we actually didn't play together, but I knew him before, and I watched him playing all the time, and this is such an inspiring environment. And I saw you around the Mozarteum before as a professor, and then when I saw you there, I was like, oh my God, the Professor William Coleman is in OCM. And I decided to ask him, why not? And he very, how do you say, very enthusiastically
I said yes, absolutely.
Accepted.
And for people listening who don't know Prussia Cove, it's a festival, basically. It's a seminar festival in England. And the idea, the philosophy comes from, inspired by the great Sándor Weig, who of course was very much at home here in Salzburg, and of bringing younger people together with older people of all generations and sharing music, having time to talk about music, to play and swap generational experiences, energies, and that's something that's been central to my life. And I think what's lovely is with all of you is, of course, we're all over the road at the school at the Mozarteum, but we don't actually get to do that there. And it's normally just sort of normal standard lessons, and so it's lovely for, I think it's something that we want to try and do for the future. I think it's fantastic that it's happened, that there's a real interaction between older people, teachers, whatever, and younger people.
Yeah. And you were mentioning that we were over the road at Mozarteum. Shizuka, I actually played with Shizuka a trio, right? The first Schumann trio a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I was studying from 2014 till 2019, and I was doing many chamber music groups. And of course, I was playing with Andrei, and I had a string quartet group, and I took the lesson with William Coleman, and I had a luck. I had a luck to play with him in the school, so I really enjoyed to come here and play with you again. And and Andrei said that Nathan is a wonderful violinist, and so I was very happy to come here, and it was a fantastic time to stay with you.
So the choice of members of the group was quite obvious, but what about the program that we played? I remember that I spoke to you on the phone, and we were sort of thinking what we should play, and I threw in the air the idea of playing the Enescu piano quartet.
And I've played the second quartet, a late work, and Enescu it's this wonderful, just this sort of raw talent of composition that flows out, this sort of stream of consciousness, and looking at things through a kaleidoscope almost, the colours, how they mix together, how the phrases overlap, and everything is very unexpected and feels incredibly experimental. And that's a musical language which I've played some Enescu, of course, before. I think we all have the wonderful octet and the other piano quartet. And so it's just a lovely way to get to know each other as well, play this music.
Yeah, and then we sort of decided to do the second movement, which is incredible by its own. I mean, it is such an incredible composition. And then decided to sort of mix it with...
There's that Romanian, there's the French connection, the Eastern European connection. And so we were talking, and I thought of how lovely to have some Debussy, to find the colours, the harmonies that there are in the Enescu. There are little bars that spring out, and you think, oh, it's Debussy. And so with the list that I played, etc., etc., we had that sort of Eastern European, Parisian connection that you could hear also in the Enescu.
Yeah. So, thank you very much. I'll see you on Friday, 7 p.m. on our Facebook page to listen to the entire stream. That was it.
Great.
Was it okay?
Fine.
Great.